Shlide Talk Show with Mr. Alexander. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. It's an honor to be here.
Alright, well let's jump right in it.
So, Mr. Alexander, do drugs cause addictions?
No, I do not believe drugs do cause addictions.
If not, then what do cause addictions?
I think that rather than the drug itself, I think addictions are more influenced by living conditions.
And what led you to do this experiment?
Just to prove my theory right against other theories out there.
And how did you come about conducting this experiment?
I took two groups of rats, one that were just on normal living conditions, not under the influence of any drugs or anything, and then another group that had been exposed to morphine for an extended period of time, and then built a rat park, which was a big area that I put the rats into, giving them the choice of either regular water or morphine enhanced water to choose from. And I figured if the rats that were already on the morphine, if they would have drank the morphine water over the regular water, then that would have showed that they were indeed addicted to the drugs. Okay.
And what were the results?
The results supported my hypothesis, and it turned out that the rats that were not previously under the influence of morphine actually preferred the unenhanced water over the water that was enhanced by morphine.
Really? What was the control group and the experimental group?
The control group were the rats that were not under the influence of any drugs prior to the experiment, and the experimental group was the group of rats that had already been exposed to the morphine before the experiment took place.
How did it contribute to your research?
I believe that my experiment showed, it pretty much proved my theory to be right, that in this case anyways, that drugs do not actually cause addiction, that their living conditions are more what influences them to be addicted to something. And that's about it.
Okay, well, we really admire your work, Mr. Alexander. Thank you for
so
sharing
much.
that with us.
Thank you for having me.
So that concludes our show of Shlide this week. Yeah.
Appreciate it.